Hi, my name is Pooja Varman, and I use she and her pronouns.
And my name is Amanda Goodwin. I also use she and her pronouns. And we are two M3s at Creighton University School of Medicine. And we are both the co-founders of Justice in Medicine.
The title of our presentation today is Justice in Medicine Year 2, Student-Initiated Education and Practice of Abolition Medicine. Justice in Medicine is a student organization that Amanda and I started upon witnessing some of the gaps in our medical education. So we created this student-initiated model for justice education that helps to connect folks across the medical school interested in justice and promotes real-time active engagement with injustice. So this was our way of creating the kind of radical learning that we always wanted from our medical education. So as we completed our first year as an org and shifted into year 2, we really wanted to work on responding more robustly to the things happening in our world. So in order to do that, we constructed some guiding values for ourselves to help guide our work. The first value we chose was abolition, and this was responding to the police brutality and mass incarceration that devastates Black communities. And as you'll see throughout our projects, we are hoping to build foundations of knowledge and action so that ourselves and our peers, we can all move forward in our medical careers, working to dismantle systems of oppression and build in their place life-affirming institutions. Our second guiding value is action. We believe that without action, theory is just an intellectual game, and we instead want to be really connected to living, breathing humans, and we do that by orienting ourselves toward action. Our third guiding value is access. So we're really starting to see those connections between abolition, disability, injustice within medicine. And so we've turned to disability justice frameworks to help us understand the most dire problems existing in medicine and promote accessible information and care.
So the rest of our poster are just little samplings of the projects that we worked on throughout the year. And the first one we want to talk about is our drink and thanks. And these are things that we've actually had from the very beginning. Obviously this year we focused, like Pooja said, more on the theme of abolition, but essentially what they are these, they're teach-ins. We have a little bit of a instructional period followed by a led conversational period. And the point of them is to be really casual, but also engaging. So we as future physicians can learn more about social justice issues and how they present, as well as like how we can use that when we become practicing physicians. Another thing we do is we host 2 film discussions each semester, and they also follow these general themes. We watch the film and then we discuss it, kind of reflecting on what we learned from it.
Our next project is This Just In, which is a monthly health justice digest where we compile some of the news and events relating to health justice and bring them to the attention of members of our medical school community. Another big project that we have expanded this year is our community engagement through local organizing and mutual aid projects. So this is our way of connecting more deeply with our local Omaha and Phoenix communities, as well as with each other. So some of the projects we've been involved with include attending Black Lives Matter rallies organized by local Black-led organizations. We've submitted dozens of testimonies to oppose unjust police contracts up for renewal in the city of Omaha. We're currently organizing a donation drive for winter supplies to be donated to a local homeless shelter and emergency department. And back in the fall, we created a voter guide for Nebraska and Arizona voters to highlight progressive candidates and issues with the goal of building a strong base of informed young voters.
Our last thing that we've been working on is something called our Handbook of Disease Presentation in Black, Indigenous, People of Color populations and those with darker skin tones. As we were going through our first and second year, we noticed a large gap in our learning, particularly running these communities, because medical education is really centered on disease presentation in white people, particularly white men. And so we wanted to supplement that. We had some awesome M1s and M2s that as they were going through each of the blocks, did a little bit of extra research and created this handbook. I think my favorite part about this one is that we're actually integrating it into the curriculum. So that way future Creighton students, as they go through, will already have this included in their curriculum and they don't have to do any extra research.
So in summary, this is our student-initiated model for justice education. We're super, super proud of it and hope that models like this can be created in more medical schools across the country. We'd love for you to get in contact with us using our Instagram and email here. Thank you so much.